This is Brandon Turns Wrenches, and I'm Brandon. And today, we're going to be working on the work truck. Right here is a 2001 F250 with a 7.3 power stroke diesel motor. And today, we're going to be knocking out the windshield wiper and blinker switch. Now let's tear into this. I'll get her open. Don't mind the work seats. I noticed there's two clips here and what looks like two mounting tabs for probably some 10mm or 8mm bolts. What we're gonna have to do is take off this shroud cover here, and I've noticed that there's 3 holes on the bottom here, here, and here with Phillips head screws in them. Now she's loose as a goose. Don't get me started. That's why we're gonna be replacing this bad girl. Okay, so I don't really have to remove this panel, but I'm gonna move it out of the way anyways, just so I have a little bit more room. There's 4 pop clips, 1 on each corner. You can use your thumb or your finger or a flathead, and you just get in there and you take your thumb or your flathead and you push down and it pops and twists, and that cover just comes right off and you set it right on the floor. Now let's try to get these Phillips screws out of here. One's loose. There goes the first one, it fell right out. Second one's out. Let's do the third one. Look at that cover just wiggling free. So we're just gonna kind of separate this a little bit and get it hanging. All we have to do is get in there to get these screws out. So once you get that peeled apart, try to work on the top half. There's a Torx screw right there and one on the bottom behind this cover. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna twist this off with some pliers. It just threads into the mantle in there. Now once you get this loose enough, you can just twist it off by hand like that. That bottom cover will just fall right off, and just kind of keep your parts in a pile. This right here is where that lever screws into, just so you have a good idea. These screws are T20. Now for the top one, it's free. All we have to do is finesse it downward so we can unclip these 2 harness clips here and get the new one in. This is where I like to bust out my hook and pick set. All right, we got our clips off and we only broke one side of each clip, and that's okay. This is the old one, dirty, grimy, super loose. And we got this new butte right here, this stud. Now let's go and throw it back on. Tighten up our screws. Top's done. Our bottom piece back up. Make sure all the screws get tightened down nice and tight. You don't want no gaps. Got our last screw here. Can't forget the knob. Now all we have to do is put the panel back up that covers up all the fuses and wires. You can see these are really easy to pop back in. You just push down and twist. Push down and twist. Time to test her out. Got a blinker, another blinker. Hazards work, and so do the wipers. You can see that was a super easy fix for the work truck. Follow for more videos and stay tuned for when we replace this windshield wiper motor. I just saved myself about $100 by fixing my own truck. Job well done.